I want to start with you guys talking a little bit about my day yesterday. If you don't know, Circa Casino downtown, Derek Stevens, who also owns the D and Golden Gate, they're open right now. So yesterday, found out it was a black tie event. I have not worn a tuxedo since my senior prom in high school. I dress up for events and stuff. I had no idea what was in my closet. So I'm going through my closet yesterday, and I got a nice black blazer. I got some nice black pants, and I got some shoes. But I had to go, and I had to buy a bow tie because I did not own a bow tie. So I went and I did that, and I cleaned up my car because my car was a disaster. And I'm picking up a date later that day going to this event. So I had to clean up my car and get things ready. So I did that, got dressed up, go pick up my date. I didn't realize that my pants were tremendously wrinkled. So as I walk into her apartment to pick her up, she had to iron my pants for me. That was a little bit embarrassing. So I just want to give all of you a beautiful image this morning, ladies and men. Imagine me standing there in my tighty whities. Wait, was I wearing tighty whities? No, I was wearing boxers. Standing there as my date is ironing my pants. So I just wanted to make everybody sick this morning. So anyway, we're driving out there to Circa last night. And the first thing I see is the garage. It's called the Garage Mahal, which I think is kind of cool. And very cool. So we go in there. We're about 20 minutes early. And I park valet. Because now I own a car that you don't have to be embarrassed to go to valet. It's not an 04 Hyundai Elantra. So we do that.
No, you got a hot rod now, Brian.
Yes. So we do that. And we're about 20 minutes early, so I go across the street to, I believe it was California Casino, and I almost forgot how disgusting and how dirty some of these casinos are downtown. I regret going in there, and then 20 minutes later, we go back because they didn't open up the doors till 7 p.m., and there's like literally 150 people waiting in line. So anyway, we walk through, and by the way, let me just start by saying this. The garage is connected to Circa, and there's a great, what would you call that? Hallway over the street.
The overpass?
Yeah, overpass.
Yeah, but it's connecting the Garage Mahal to the actual casino.
Right. So you don't have to, if you don't like going downtown and you think you're going to get robbed at gunpoint, you never have to spend 1 second actually outside. So anyway, I wanted to compliment them for that. I think that's cool. So the second I walk in, I look to my right and I see the sports book. It is the biggest sports book in the world. Now, what separates this sports book from all other sports books? Well, I'm so glad you asked. It's a stadium style, kind of like how the Quad was built many years ago. What was that casino called years ago? I don't even remember. But this is just 10 times nicer. It's stadium seating, so every seat is a good seat.
It's like a Legacy Stadium, but 5 times as big.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
If people don't know Legacy, but it's huge, and huge TVs, whatever you'd like to call it. It's clean. It's not dirty. There's couches everywhere. It's got a club-like atmosphere. It's beautiful. And
there's an escalator that takes you from the second floor to the first floor. I actually sat down, and when I saw that screen, I made sure to sit in different places. And like if you go to Westgate, if you sit in specific like parts of Westgate, you can't see the TVs. There's not one place where you sit there where there's not at least 3 or 4 TVs. Because that screen is so big, they can manipulate it to be one big screen, or they can have 50 small screens or 20. It's the highest definition, largest, most expensive screen on the planet, from what I understand.
And you'll never see a moment in history where you have a bunch of men in tuxedos sitting there watching a game at a sportsbook. So I took a video of that. So the sportsbook is unbelievable. It's 3 levels. You can see everything. It's incredible. So kudos to Derek Stevens for that. So we check out the sportsbook, me and my date. The drinks are flowing, and I don't drink a lot. I'm not much of a drinker, but I've already had 3 or 4 shots. So is my date. And we're drinking the wine, the hors d'oeuvres. It's awesome. It's really great. So we get to that point. We're walking around the casino. We go downstairs just to kind of check out the steakhouse. And I got to tell you, folks, I cannot wait to eat at this steakhouse. There's like trees in the steakhouse. I've never seen anything like that before. Everything's an open bar. Every bar is an open bar. There's food everywhere. That steakhouse looks unbelievable. That might be my new favorite restaurant in Vegas. I can't wait to go there. I'm going to make a reservation for this weekend. So we were checking out all the restaurants. They got a great Italian place there. Everything's clean. Everything's new. It doesn't feel like you're downtown. I can't even begin to tell you how many people told me that. It felt like you were at a really classy casino on the Strip. It did not feel like you were downtown. All due respect to downtown, there are some casinos down there where you know you're downtown. Let's just leave it at that. So we're walking around, and then the pool opens at 9 p.m., and I was really looking forward to that. My only qualm with the pool is that you have to go up this escalator, and if you're a little bit claustrophobic, I got a little dizzy going up this escalator. It was like you're going through an airplane, like a tube. But we go up to the pool.
Yeah, and that was like a 30-second, 45-second ride on that escalator. That goes up probably 6 or 7 stories. It's a long time on that escalator.
That was a little strange.
Yeah.
But we go up to the pool, and it's like no other pool I've ever seen before. It's like 3 different levels of swimming pools. You've got cabanas everywhere. Again, you've got very nice pool furniture. But the thing that amazed me the most that no other pool in Las Vegas has is you have a screen that I've never seen before. For example, you can look at this screen and it's as big as, let's just say, the Westgate Sportsbook, but it's just one screen.
Yeah, one big rectangle, basically.
And I can't even imagine how cool it's going to be sitting in a pool having a drink and then watching a game on that screen. It's going to feel like you're at the game or watching a Raiders game or a Knights game. So,
well, it's like, so in front of the screen, there's one big pool. Then behind it, there's 3 other pools. The crazy thing about these pools, I think a couple are Olympic size, and I mean they're obviously state of the art. But these things, like, people don't come to Vegas sometimes in the winter because, well, not the winter, but what we consider to be winter, because they can't go to the pool outdoors. Well, here, the pool can be heated up to 103 degrees, 24/7, 365. So you're going to have people that are going to be traveling from all over the world, all the country and all over the world. And so these pools are going to be packed outdoors all year long, which is completely new for Las Vegas.